I'm sorry to tell you, but Easter has nothing to do with Jesus Christ and the resurrection of that. You got to do your research. You can't just go by what this world is telling you. This world is a very spiritual place, and the devil, which is not necessarily a person, it's energy, just like God is not necessarily a person, it's energy. Um, they literally set this whole thing up so you can't raise your vibrations. And you're doing these rituals for a woman called Ishtar and her son called Tammuz. They do, they do, and was doing orgies, having orgies. Okay. And the 9 months from then, the babies that were born from them orgies were sacrificed. And the blood from that, from the sacrifices, they use to dye the eggs. Yeah. And the reason why you eat pig, why they want you to eat a ham, is because the wild pig is what killed her son. So that's why you eat a ham. The Easter bunny and the Easter eggs is because her son loved bunnies and the whole nature of that. You have to understand the story about Jesus, which isn't even his actual name. Where was he those 18 years? Why wasn't that there? I can tell you why. Because he had a spiritual awakening, just like the rest of us did, and was sitting there trying to help others to wake up. But when he had that spiritual awakening, he disappeared for about 18 years. That's why I went blank for 18 years, because he went and did his research. He tapped in and he raised his vibrations to where he was able to do these miracles, whatnot, whatever, and understand that you can do the same thing. You are a human being. Pay attention to the words that are being said. You are a human, but you are also a being. You are very powerful, and you're giving your power away because of these set up holidays that they got you doing, these rituals that's going to keep you low vibrational and keep you in poverty. This is a very spiritual world. They know exactly what they're doing. And people need to do their research and not just go by what they gave us. It's all there. They can't lie about it. It's universal law. Okay? Just like when you go to court and they got you in that box to get your energy. It's all about energy and money and keeping us low vibrational and slaves, because they're stopping you from raising your vibration. So therefore, the God frequency, so you can't get to the God frequency, and therefore you're not being able to be leaded to your purpose, your destiny, which you were here in life. It's already happened. Okay? There's no tomorrow. There's no before tomorrow. Everything is now. Everything is now. Everything has already happened. You just got to raise your vibrations to get there. Your success and all that has already happened. You just got to raise your vibrations to get there. You have to get to your higher self. Excuse me, sorry, that's my son. But yeah, like I don't have to tell these things. I mean, you can believe what you want to believe, or you could take what I'm saying and actually look into it. Just like when they handed you the Bible and you read that. You looked into that. Why can't you look to see a little deeper than that? Why is it called the forbidden fruit? And it's all great things. There's nothing negative about it. there's more negative stuff in the Bible than it is raising your vibration and trying to get to that spiritual awakening. Everything is positive about it besides you healing yourself. That's the hard part. That's the only hard thing about it. Other than that, you got the Bible telling you that there's a man that's sitting there want to punish you because you was born gay. What is that? Who's going to choose to be gay? Who's going to choose to go through life that's really hard right now because they got us going against each other because of color, because of how somebody was born? Like, who would choose that life to have to fight through life because people want to judge them because of who they are? And who does that? Anyway, that sounds like an angry stepfather to me, who they got in the Bible. That don't sound like somebody's father. Like, you want to not love somebody because, and the ones that do that, that's, society made them that way. They wasn't born a racist. You're not born that way. You become that person. And then when you do get to a certain vibration, like, there's so many setups and so much that you gotta get through that tries to pull you back to how society expects you and wants you to be when it comes to all these lies. I mean, the veil has been covered from your eyes, right? Has it though? Like, I get it. It's hard. You was raised a certain way. You have a grip on the Bible and all this stuff and everything else. But there's a lot of things spiritually that they don't tell you in the Bible, which are the main factors of you getting your blessings, your abundance, and your prayers being answered. There's certain things. But I'm just here trying to help. Ain't no negativity coming from me. Just telling you what I was led to, what I was led to talk about. And I just wish the best for y'all, and I just wish people would, kind of try, like, why not look into it? Why not? I mean, besides maybe you're scared of finding out the truth of everything. Because, yeah, that was a lot. When the veil was revealed from my eyes and I got to see everything, oh, yeah, I got caught up and consumed into that. But that's another setup, too. Because then you're taken into a negative space and you're thinking about all the crazy things the setups that they do. Do you understand how they got us living in these four walls that's ciphering our energy? We're not supposed to be in these four walls. We're not supposed to, a lot of these things, it's all set. The water, okay? Like the music. I mean, you got artists out here telling you that a lot of the music, they'll even put rituals on also, as well as the singing and the frequency of the music is at a certain frequency to keep you in chaos. Like, you don't want to check into that and maybe see what's really going on? Like, they got us teaching our little ones that Easter is the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and it's not. It has to do with Ishtar and her son, Tammuz, as well as her husband, and them doing orgies and becoming pregnant. And then 9 months later, what they call Easter Sunday, the first Sunday, is when they sacrifice every last one of those infants and use the blood to dye the eggs. So you're sitting there dyeing these eggs with your little ones, which is so messed up because thinking you're doing something fun, something good for your little ones, thinking it's all about the resurrection of Jesus, and it's not. It's dark. All this crap, dark. Christmas dark. Valentine's Day is dark. It's all coming from dark energy. There's no such thing as the devil. They put a name on energy. We all have this energy in us. We have the dark and the light energy. Make a choice. Balance that crap out. It's all a part of us. It's all within us. And those people chose the dark. And then they tried to corrupt the world by putting out lies. Have us thinking that we're celebrating certain things, love and the birth of Jesus. No, it's not true. Do your research, it's all there. Universal law. They couldn't do none of this stuff without putting it right in front of our face. And it's everywhere too. So check out the video. I added one of the videos on here. Go to the playlist, go to the description, go to the playlist, play it, watch it. Depending on how you feel after it, make your choice. Okay? Hope you make the right one. It's going to take a lot of guts and strength. But hey, look, you stopping your little ones and their future generation from continuing to do these rituals that sets you up for failure. And it's just not right. Words mean a lot. Things that you're doing. Things that you're doing. Like bless you, be less you. No. Understand. Why are we understand? Good morning. What are we mourning about? We're not mourning about nothing. Grand rise. It gets deeper than that. The schools. How you start off in school, right? Everything's so colorful and vibrant. Colors mean things. These symbols on these buildings mean things. They don't teach us these things. And these are the things we need to know to get through life. To make it through life. To understand ourselves and our beings. The zodiac sign, all that's important. But they tell you to push away from that. How do you know yourself if you don't understand your zodiac sign or your what empath you are? And then you're not just one. Some people are more than one. I'm an empath 4. But because I was born on November 6th, I'm also an empath 6. So now I understand my certain situations and why I am the way that I am. And where I should head in the direction when it comes to success. And coming to find out, my higher self, the Most High, and all that's within me, that already had me started. Because after I woke up, I was already starting my own business, a store. That is me as an empath 4. This is real. All the questions to your answers are there. Everything is in you. Did you know that they got you pulling your teeth, right? Did you know that your teeth literally has the story of your everything? Your ancestries, your history, all that. It's embedded in there. Do you think the dentists keep your teeth? That it's just kept and thrown away? No, even some people sell it, depending on how your ancestry was, which one you were part of. It's a dark world out here. And you got to find your way out into the light, which is the Most High, the God, your higher self, that frequency and get out that low vibrations. Okay. I remember when I first started my spiritual awakening, I was praying, listening to all these videos of spiritual warfare and all that stuff. I was getting attacked like no other. And I said, something ain't right. Because I'm praying that something ain't right. And you praying that, and it's not even real names. That's why and then why are we why are you praying to Jesus when it literally says that you're supposed to pray to the Most High and the Most High only? Because all that is fabricated. We don't know who these people are. These names didn't change how many times? So your best bet is to stick to the Most High. Pray to Him. That's who He asked for. And what's dirty is not His. Like, how could you be a more better person than the Most High? Because I would hope you're better than the person that they got in that Bible. I would hope so. And then at some point, I would hope that you would get to that point. I mean, I get it because look what they got out there. But yeah, like I said, you don't have to listen to me. You can go do your own research. This is your life. This is your family's life. This is your friend's life. Your higher self is literally looking down on you. I'll say up on you. I don't like anything that has to do with down. Looking up on you. And just want the best for you. You know how you see your hurt little one that might have fell, hurt themselves, or crying, or they got hurt by someone, maybe a bully or something like that. All you want to do is protect them and love them, and you feel that pain, and you just wish for the best, and you already know that it's going to get better. Why? Because they got that support from you. That's how your higher self is looking. Just reaching and hoping that you would wake up and go to those higher frequencies so y'all can have that communication and be leaded the right way out of all of that dark. And get to a more peace and understanding. When there's an understanding of your situation and what's going on, and you know that everything happens for a reason, and you're protected from the outside craziness of, whatever you want to say, spiritual warfare, or people doing hacks and all that stuff. You raise your vibrations, they can't touch you. You give them that power by believing in that. Can nobody do nothing to you. You are a powerful being. You are just as powerful as Jesus Christ, what they call, the name and all. I don't really like to say that name. But you are just as powerful as He is. It's a man that had a spiritual awakening and raised his vibrations to the point where the magic was there. You're a human being. You're not just human. You're a being. You're a spirit that's in a body. You're very powerful. You're deserving of that. Just gotta wake up and get all that society dirt off of you. It ain't your fault. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. But you could fix it. Alright, well, I hope y'all subscribe. Much more to come. I've been dealing with a lot of transformations and upgrades and all of that, but I was glad to talk about this because Easter is coming, and why not know, right? Do something else with your little ones. Where could you start, right? That's the main question. Where could you start to just all of a sudden not celebrate Easter anymore? And they're so used to celebrating Easter and stuff like that. But is it worth it? Is it worth just keeping on the hush, whatever I don't think it's worth it. I think it's better to start now. Help their futures. All right, well.